this one. There we go. This was set up on a nice tripod. Now we are sitting nice and high. And there's the man that did the work. For episode of Jim's Spare Parts. Tram 1480. Leroy's hanging right with me. Rob will be back shortly. We'll get this thing together and see how it does.
Here's all the data for the radio if anybody wants to buy one. Plus your dB gain on both 2 meter and 70 centimeters.
Almost had it. There we go. This tape.
So just like the 1481, the 1480 comes complete with all your mounting hardware when you mount it on the mast. We'll be using this in a later video. Also has the 3
ground radials.
Yes, thank you, Jim.
Bottom of the base. You have PL259. Now, there is an Allen wrench down here in the bottom, almost like you could change it out for a different type. But just like the 1481, it has the element here that we have to put the top half in. So if we look in the top half, we have just a simple compression fitting, the cap, and a rubber seal on it. And then we have the part that we're going to mate to the other side of it. So he's going to knock the element out of the top hat there enough that we can get to it. The durability of the material is quite good. I mean, this is definitely will survive. I've heard of some instances where water gets into these, but I believe just they're not getting tightened enough. You need a pair of pliers. Oh, okay. So here we're just going to loosen up the Allen wrench, or I'm sorry, the Allen screw.
With the Allen wrench.
With the Allen wrench. Why has Allen got to get involved every time? It's a horrible joke, I know. Now slip the 2 of them together, which I don't think it went. Back that out a little more. There we go. That took it.
Tighten the Allen nuts back on.
It would not be a bad idea to put some thread locker on that, you know?
And then there's a black mark on here again. Don't know if you can see that there. We'll try to bring this in closer. This black mark ends up going to this surface right here. Exactly.
Pull the collar down a little bit. Meet the 2 of them together. Just like that.
That's your tuning location. That's where the antenna is pre-tuned at.
I have to put a wrench on that. hopefully. Might have to take my phone. Yep.
This just has to be snug. It doesn't have to be super tight.
Which move did I get this into? Make sure, again, put your coax through the pipe first before you put it in the bottom there. And what I'm hoping on before we attach those radials, let's see if we can anchor it into it. See if I can just set it. That's metal.
Do you even want to bring that up into it?
What's that? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
This is why they call it amateur radio.
The amateur hour of radio.
Because we are amateurs.
I'm thinking. Just need something to lightly hold that. You got zip. Or you know what about some wood? Leroy, do you have wood? That's really cool.
Right here, Jim.
Zip ties. We gotta get some zip tie action going on here. Look at that smooth zip ties action.
Is this how you do parks on the air? You guys didn't put the radials on.
Might have to come up just a little bit to do that very thing. What I'm kind of curious on is how it will work without the radials.
Let's try it. So it's a test.
Yeah. So I'm just curious, like, will it operate without the radials? See how much Leroy remembers how to use this thing.
It's quiz time. Where's your stylus?
I didn't get one. If you notice in the video, I use like a pen or one of the screwdrivers or an Allen wrench too. It's better to use a stylus.
Well, then we'll use a stylus.
Okay then, we will use the stylus.
A stylus! It's test time. I'm going to fail. Display, marker, stimulus, cal, recall, config. We don't need any of those, do we?
Stimulus.
Start?
Yep. So, what was it? 140? Yeah, 143 megahertz. And then your stop will do 148. Hit the back key. That's, yeah, just put it back in. Okay, yeah, look at that. That's, where are we sweeping the right section here? No, we're not. You got the right stop. Okay. Go back up here. Go to start. 144 M. Okay, Okay, and then go back again. Do stop, and then do 148. Okay, so right there, I don't know if I have my, time division on here. We'll go up 1.7. It should be 2 division on this one. Two and a half division. Okay, so right there we're not usable, and we're at what frequency?
146.720.
Okay, so we pretty much could do it without the radios, but we want to see what it looks like with the radios now. So for reference, 146.720 is sitting at a 2.0 to 1. So let's screw in the radios and see how that goes.
No, maybe not that radio.
It won't hurt it.
There you go.
Wow. Okay. Now you tell me. You think that's usable?
Absolutely.
That is what.
Showing a 1.34 on.
So let's use the knob. We're going to move the cursor over and go to the highest point at the end of the band. So it's going to be like 148 megahertz is where you'll look at.
1.64.
Okay, 1.64. Now go to the bottom of the band, and we'll go down to 144 and see what it is. The SWR is making a nice sweep in the bottom.
It's 1.58.
1.58. Okay, so we're basically 1.5 to 1 across the entire band at the highest peak. And then we're the most resonant. Now you remember I said the resistance here. If we look at that line where we see our impedance come up to just roughly 50 ohms, right around there. It's never exactly perfect. About 47 ohms at 146,000. This thing is sitting at 1.25 to 1. And that's on 2 meters.
And that's just sitting there.
Yeah. And this is RG8 coax going to it. This thing will perform just like ever. So now let's go look at the 440 on the side. So we're going to put 420 to 450.
420?
Yep. Megahertz. I really wish I brought over the ham sticks. We're going to have to get together. I'll have to break out the HF stuff.
Hey, that is perfect.
Not even. It will not show up in the thing. It's flatlined. It's not even trying. We have a valley at 424, a peak at 429 at 1.3. Now our highest is 1.3 on this. There's a way to make this thing, I believe it'll do an average on the, and you can watch the impedance, how it's just floating around 50 ohms all the way across. Now, okay, let's go put it up for the GMRS, so 461 to 468.
You have that same antenna.
And I know what it would do.
So here we go.
So
this thing's almost straight line, At 461, it's showing a 1.35 at 37 ohms of resistance on the low side. As Jim would say, on the high side, bring this up here at 468, it's a 1.4 on the match and 37.2 on the ohms.
That's pretty good.
And right down here, there's a slight peak on right here, 463.520. It's showing 1.25 with 41.6.
For joining us today on
Yes.
installing a Tram 1481, assembling a Tram 1480, going over the Nano to see what the tune ratings are for both of the antennas. Did I miss anything, Jim?
Yeah, most importantly, working with two awesome guys here, very knowledgeable, and this is what this hobby is about: is helping your friends out, helping your neighbors, and getting everyone on the air. Just having fun. Thank you guys for the invitations.
Look for more videos to come.
Leroy, great.
We're all beginners in this, so keep watching, and if you have any questions or concerns, get them to Jim's spare parts, and we'll try to see if we can do a video for you.
That's awesome. I'll hire him to do the next one like that.